Once you're in this game, you're in it for life. It's gonna take you for a ride. When it does, the only thing you can trust is your money.
My daddy knew I wasn't like the rest of them. And what he loved the most about me was that I was exactly like him. I'm gonna make us that money.
Welcome back to Hollywood on Top. I'm Marta Bloom. My special guest, Sharon Stone, is about to take the hot seat and introduce the world to her first discovery, an amazing new triple threat writer, producer, director who has just finished her new, soon-to-be-released feature film, Pimp. Please welcome Sharon Stone and Christine Crokos.
I'm so happy to have you on the show, and I'm so happy that your film is about to come out. This was an incredible labor of love. This took you how many years to write?
9 years, almost going on 10 when it opens.
That's really unbelievable. And then to have Lee Daniels come on as your executive producer, what does that mean to you?
Well, Lee, I'm a big fan, and he's an incredible filmmaker.
He made The Butler.
Butler, Precious. He has the TV series Empire, Stars, you know, he's amazing. He loved the original voice of the film. He compared it to one of his films, Precious.
Talk to me a little bit about where you came with this idea of Pimp.
The movie takes place in the Bronx. I grew up in Brooklyn. I was kind of a street kid myself, like running around, and I grew up in a neighborhood near Red Hook, so I played a lot of basketball with the girls. There was that community vibe, right? And for me, I saw so many different lenses on women that were not this like living in a box and, you know, sheltered and beautiful. They were just these incredible women that came from different cultures, different backgrounds, diverse backgrounds. And I think just my lensing on how I saw their lives different from mine. I grew up with a mom, immigrant mom from Greece who was raising 4 kids on her own. And she was so strong, and so I noticed that very young, just my mom just like struggling and just, you know, being not from America. And there was something about that home life lens that when I'd go out into the Brooklyn world and I'd meet these kids from the Bronx or from Harlem and just learning about, you know, other women and like their lifestyles. Somewhere there, this is where I believe the seed of Pimp was coming from. And then, you know, after going to USC Film School and coming out and just trying to find my voice, I knew my voice was specific to women.
Right.
And then one day I met a female pimp who...
Where?
In Atlanta. And I find this woman and I go down to Atlanta and I go into this world of hers and I was blown away. There she is. There is female pimps that actually exist.
And how many girls did she have?
She had, I would say, close to over 150.
And what ages were these girls?
They were from, I mean, some were young, I would say from like 16, 17. She was not forcing them to do that. It was girls that were, you know, runaways, came from lost homes that, you know, came upon this as a survival.
Right.
And
well, you know, in the homeless community, which my sister and I have worked in for 25 years, we know that within 2 weeks of young people being on the street, they end up becoming prostitutes and dealing drugs just to survive. This is not an unusual circumstance whatsoever.
No, and it's happening everywhere in other countries. I mean, this is like, you know, universal thing.
Yes.
But for me, it was a world I didn't understand. You know, as a filmmaker, you get curious because you go, well, how does that world work? So when you find access in, you discover this unbelievable voice that, believe it or not, there are themes that are universal all over the world, whether it's love or the lack of love or just if it's the only tool for survival.
This is something that I really did learn in all of the diverse and strange kinds of characters that I played, that at the bottom end of everything, each person really is just looking for love and a way to survive.
Absolutely. And Pimp has a love story in it too, which I think is beautiful.
I agree. I think the film is bigger than just the story of the girl who's a pimp.
Absolutely.